Committee. And I want to thank the members for permitting this off-time meeting. I had a request originally from a representative from Wyndham saying that it would be a benefit to the town if we could meet earlier. And thank you all for making that happen. So, yes, Senator Pro.
I do have to leave here by about 9:35, 9:40 at the latest.
Will be wrapped up and down the road. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we will open up. I will, has everyone had the minutes received in your package? Are there any need for corrections or omissions? Seeing none, accept a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second that.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We have no old business. New business, four items before us. We will start with LRCP 23012, Department of Transportation requests authorization to sell 1.73 plus or minus acre parcel of state-owned land located on the northerly side of Enterprise Drive, town of Wyndham, directly to AJ Latizio Professional Center LLC for $75,000, which includes $1,100 administrative fee, subject to the conditions and specifications in the request dated March 30th, 2023. Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Steve Labonte. I'm the Administrator of the Bureau of Right-of-Way with the New Hampshire Department of Transportation. The department requests authorization to sell 1.73 acre parcel of state-owned land located on the northerly side of Enterprise Drive in the town of Wyndham, directly to the AJ Latizio Professional Center for $75,000, including the $1,100 administrative fee. The parcel is a portion of a much larger acquisition that was acquired back in 2007 from George G. Dinsmore, trustee of the George G. Dinsmore Revocable Trust. The department at that time, for the 104 acres, paid $4,630,000, and it was conveyed via warranty deed through a negotiated settlement. It was part of a much large part of a lawsuit. So this portion of that 104 acres was originally 15 acres, and this is just 1.73 acres of that 15 acres. So it was four parcels together on Enterprise Drive, which was the 15 acres. The parcel will be conveyed with the following conditions. The grantee shall be responsible for all local and state land use permits precedent to closing. Access to the parcel will be through the abutting parcels. The state is retaining all rights of access from Enterprise Drive. Any future improvements will be ancillary use only, and the conveyance will include a reversionary clause should any of these conditions be breached. A little bit more of a background. Mr. Latizio approached the town and the state about a project. He's acquiring the property. He's actually going to donate half the parcel to the town of Wyndham, which abuts the Indian Rock Historical Site, and they're going to develop kind of a outdoor classroom type setting to that. So in order to make this happen, the state has put such burdens on the property that it can only be, it's only got contributory value to either abutting parcel. So there's no direct access. They can't, it's not like you can turn around and sell it as an independent parcel to be developed separately. It can only be used for that purpose. So the parcel was appraised to be as contributory value, $73,900 plus the $1,100 administrative fee brings us to $75,000. I'm happy to take any questions.
Sure. Questions for Mr. Lamonte? If I could, I don't remember transfers too often like this.
No.
Non-buildable. And I assume, I'm not familiar with the property. Enterprise Drive is a limited access road, is it? Or it's just
No, it's actually
another?
a Class 5 highway.
Okay, so it's, all right.
No, this was, yeah, this is a very unique conveyance. We got creative so that this project could happen.
Thank you for that. Any further question? Seeing none, is there a motion on 23012?
I move to approve.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Motions to accept 23012. If you are in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? It is unanimous. So would you take us through request 23013, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The department requests approval to dispose of 14 acres of state-owned land with improvements located at 185 Pine Knoll Terrace in the town of Lisbon. The department will enter into a listing agreement for a term of 1 year with Carrie and Gayampa Realtors. Listing price for the parcel will be $140,000, with the department assessing an administrative fee of $1,100. The department will seek to negotiate within the committee's current policy guidelines, which is within 10% downward. The parcel was acquired in 1997 from Sylvia G. Kinney via warranty deed for $76,000. The parcel was acquired for the Bath Lisbon project, which has since been dissolved recently at the GNC meeting on March 22nd, 2023. We sought market analysis from the approved realtors list. We received two analysis, and they were at $129,000 and $147,733. The state appraisal was $129,000. I'm happy to take questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing none, pleasure of the commission. Move. Okay. Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? If you're in favor of the motion 23013, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes unanimously. And if we could, on 23014, Department of Transportation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The department requests authorization to sell 0.44 acres of a parcel of state-owned land located on the northerly side of 123 in the town of New Ipswich. The sale will be direct to Prime Roofing for $3,500, which includes the administrative fee, $1,100 administrative fee. The department received a request from Higher Design on behalf of the grantee to acquire a portion of land located on the grantee's property or between the grantee's property and a 100-foot right-of-way. The parcel requested consists of surplus land as well as a portion of the former layout of New Hampshire Route 123 and 124, which has been discontinued. The parcel is a portion of a 1.7 acre parcel acquired in 1958 from Donald and Beatrice Packard via warranty deed for $150. The parcel, the grantee will be required to have a survey done for a perimeter boundary line depicting the limits of the right-of-way, which will meet standards to be registered and to be recorded in the Registry of Deeds. Grantee will be responsible for all local and state land use permits. This was appraised as contributory value only because it's just an awkward-shaped parcel of land. And it was valued at $2,400, which brings us with the administrative fee to $3,500. I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions, Mr. Lamonte? Seeing none, is there a motion on 23014? Moved by Senator Pearl, seconded by
Second.
Representative Mills. Any further discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, passes unanimously. Thank you, Mr. Lamont. Appreciate your time. Our next presentation is LRCP 23009 by the Department of Transportation, and it's a railroad property. Welcome to Public Works. Is your push your button on there? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. My name is Lou Barker from DOT's Bureau of Rail and Transit, here to present to you a request to renew 4 leases, three in the city of Manchester, 1 in the town of Salem, advertising facilities that were put on state railroad property. The interesting thing about this is I've proposed using a consumer price index to adjust the prices from lease agreements that were all approved by this committee and Governor and Council 5 years ago. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to discuss our procedure.
Questions for Mr. Barker? Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And thanks for answering. It's kind of an inquiry, just interested. What kind of rules are there as far as what can be on the advertising? I assume there's some type of a reg, or does it get reviewed by the state?
Actually, that wouldn't necessarily be reviewed by the Bureau. I know they would have to go to the city of Manchester, and that's actually 5 years ago. That's who told us about these facilities. So, yeah, we definitely would have the ability to terminate the lease if they do something that's contrary to state policies and appropriate materials.
Follow up, Representative Edgar?
No, I still have some questions about it, but thank you.
Okay. Representative Mills, okay? You know, you're starting to be around a while when you start seeing 5-year agreements come back up and you're sitting here. So I like I like your use of the CPI there, because I was trying to figure out how we were, and we're seeing a little more revenue. I don't have a question. Are there any further questions? Okay, seeing none. Accept a motion on
I move.
Chair, I move
23009.
I move approval, Mr. Chairman.
All right, motion made, seconded by Mills. Are there any further questions? If you're in favor of the motion 23009, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next item is number 5 on the agenda, informational 230110, New Hampshire Council on Resources and Development. Their minutes. Chris, was there anything that you wanted to, Mr. Shea, say anything on that?
No, I have no comments on the
Okay, thank you. Would that be the same on New Hampshire Council on Resource and Development also?
That's the same. It's It's their review of projects that are being asked to either be leased or sold. So the court provides this additional information.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shea. The last item of business is a day of the next meeting, previously scheduled for May 26 at 9:30, to be held here in this room, and if there's conflicts, please let us know. Any other business to come before us? Okay. Okay. Well, we thank you for being here today. And I will adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Motion made, seconded
I'll second.
by Cloutier. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion to adjourn passes unanimously. Thank you for your time.